Hi, everyone. It's Georgia, and welcome to Mama's Soul Food. I hope you are enjoying this beautiful day wherever you may be. I am finding more and more that my connection and my love of the outdoors is expanding, and I probably, uh, I don't know, I just can't imagine me being happy without having access to the outdoors. And it's sort of interesting that when you get older, you start to realize what your formula is. Your formula is for greater peace, greater joy, less conflict, and most definitely nature and particular trees. Well, of course, really, any being that is so organically organic and in the present moment all the time. It's just beautiful to be around. And even though trees and animals and grass, they don't think like we think, they have their whole communities communicating with one another. And that's what makes it spiritual for me. That I'm in the presence of something that has a language that somehow feeds my soul, but I don't speak that same language. I feel the same way in every natural environment. I feel that same way when I have a love experience. It's like something bigger than you. I feel that same way when I pray. It's sort of like the moment where you receive something that doesn't really have words. And I guess that's what makes it spirit or spiritual. I'm not sure why that's important, except that I do know that these subtle languages of life, whether it's trees or art or just beauty, it does speak to our souls. It does change our vibration from something that's heavy to lighter. Accessing the transcendent, even though it doesn't have the regular kind of tangible outcomes that traditional work yields, the payoff for you of accessing the transcendent is a payoff in terms of letting go of stress and letting go of what is burdensome. And that's the beauty of a transcendent experience. At least for me, just knowing that there is something happening that is so much bigger than what you are currently experiencing. Now, this is all sounds nice and flowery, doesn't it? And then you have to get to everyday life, right? So, yesterday I had an event happen that was really frustrating. And my goal, of course, is to try to take experiences that are really frustrating and not let them bend me out of shape or let me be triggered. And by triggered, I mean it kind of pulls on the worst of my other ego wound experiences. And I react from the emotional body, the emotional pain body. So in my trigger yesterday, excuse me, Mrs. Thank you. I heard that. In my event yesterday that was very frustrating, I spent about an hour letting myself be emotionally upset, emotionally triggered, and of course, within 2 hours, I am telling you what was running through my head was downright mean. I was angry at people. I was angry at people in my past. Every little thing that memory experience that kind of moved me into a place of helplessness by the work by other people. In other words, what happened yesterday was something a couple people did. It irritated me. It affected me. Um, and that's what it brought up, how I've been affected by the actions of other people. Number one, that they may not have known that they've hurt me, or they know that they have hurt me and have, never apologized. So all of that is, can you imagine all of that if left unreleased, or if remaining as a focal point is all activated every time we have another current event. I hope that makes sense. So the energy of a trauma, whatever it might be, kind of stays stored in our tissues, in our physiology, as well as our mentiology. So, again, with the goal of me getting better and better and better, or trying to figure out how not to waste my physical energy on things that are out of my control, and to have faith that everything is working out for me, that is my goal. Why? Because if I can be quite honest, my time is precious. And every time I give in to hatred and or self-hatred or self-loathing or regret, every time I go down that pathway for far too long, I'm going down the pathway for far too long, and I'm wasting my time. In some spiritual circles, some people say that's evil or the devil trying to distract me. I'm not sure if that's the case because it resides in my mind, but they are beliefs and patterns of thinking that I choose to repeat. So, about 3 hours into my experience, I laid on the floor like a baby. Like a baby. I got my bunny and my pillow, and I just curled up. And I put on some music, and I just let myself feel what I felt, which was really not really anger, but helplessness. And if I could surmise what everybody is feeling in the world and frustrated by, is a sense of helplessness by the events, helplessness about the events happening around us, helplessness around the perversion of power and how that has affected human beings in our world, a sense of helplessness in our everyday lives, just trying to get through. And I think we all feel that, which is why we get so upset when somebody cuts us off in the highway, right? Helplessness. However, after my laying down with my bunny, taking a 10-minute nap, which I recommend as a first step of all solutions to all problems, because it gives you a reset, an energetic reset. And I just decided the rest of the night, I decided to take my advice that I've given out before, to repeat words. I choose to believe I feel frustrated because I choose to believe that's what I need to feel. That was my first step. And then I said, well, what is an alternative if I don't want to feel frustrated And then I just said the word, I feel acceptance. Acceptance of what I am not in control of, because it's what I choose to believe I need. So for me, knowing that I needed acceptance of the situation that I could not control was my next level step of getting greater peace. That was last night. This morning I woke up and I still was a little, and then I said, wait a minute, Georgia, what's the next feeling that you want to feel about this experience? And I remembered how all the times people have helped me and cut me breaks. And maybe they felt that frustrated with me. And so I just dug deeper. And I said, I feel willing to learn from this situation because I choose to believe I need to. And at the end of the day, for me, I believe our frustrating experiences are spaces where we learn. And I did that a couple more times. And now, if I can be honest, I don't even care. Because in the scheme of things, it's nothing. The lack of power I felt, and even better, was those people apologized to me. And the beautiful thing of apology, I mean, forgiveness is always activated. I'm always trying to forgive no matter what. I don't always get there. But the beautiful thing when that other party does it, like they do that, they go, I'm so sorry I hurt you. I'm so sorry that happened. I'm sorry. Those words, they not only close the loop, for me, they close the loop for them. And then I got another call from them later, and they apologized again and said, I really feel like I should pay you some money. And I said, nope, we're not going there. We're going to let this go. We're going to let this go. Because I chose to believe something else about the situation. Now, for me, this is progress, because when I get upset, I physically get sick, I emotionally waste my time, and I get distracted from what brings me joy. So I really want to learn how to master the feelings that arise in life experiences. So thank you for letting me share my story, which I'm just trying, like you, to bring more fullness of life to every single moment of my day. And the best way that I can do that is to get rid of what isn't working and to invite what is. Such a gorgeous day. I don't know if you can hear the trees. And what all that does is just open a brand new space for me. Like, okay, situation I can't control, situation I was hurt by, situation such as life, situation made better because they cared enough about me to apologize, situation made null and void, energetically and in my mind. That's how I want to be spending more of my time in this precious life. So many beautiful things happening, so many terrifying things happening in life. I once had a dream where God was holding, I was on some kind of, I literally was the wheel in, on a poker table. And I saw the hand of God take some dice and go, but also, the cool thing about that is I am the hand of God, meaning, we all are the creators of our life. Maybe that was me taking a risk. Maybe that was me being all of me, knowing that sometimes it is just a crapshoot. Of course, just a reminder, it is just a game, too, that we are here to enjoy and master. Maybe. So let's see what the well-being cards have to say today. Esther and Jerry Hicks. In my travels over the next few months, I'm going to be picking up new cards. See if anything. I love this. I've had this before. It says, I bless and I appreciate every religion. There is something for everyone in this magnificent environment of wide diversity where we as a people can continue to take thought beyond that which it has been before. What a lovely set of thoughts about religion. There's something for everyone where we as individuals take our thoughts where we have never taken them before. Case in point, in my own life experience, there was a day in religion where the motto, the ethos, was eye for an eye. You owe me. You did that. You owe me. That was the ethos of old religion. But the truth is, we grow. And we've taken our thoughts into new directions. We've taken our God experience into new directions that bring us greater understanding and joy. So every religion, if it's not hurting people, is something to bless, to be blessed by. Because my ethos is not your ethos. Maybe I could learn from your ethos and grow. Learn and grow. I was told once by a wise person that that is what life is all about. To take thought beyond that which it has been before. Have a good day and think good thoughts about yourself.